Genesis 1 verse 3, and God said, "Let there be light." Yeah, man. Whew.
Emotion.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Deviate, and we out here. As you can see, my room has been illuminated, which means I have now a ring light that allows me to record at any time of the day. So before I had this thing, I could only shoot in the mornings or in the afternoons, and now I can do it whenever I feel like it. You know, in my first video, I was talking about how other people have YouTube channels that cover hip-hop, but they are very inconsistent, and I end up becoming the same person that I was talking about. So hopefully now with this thing, I can do more videos. Now I don't have any excuses. I have a light that allows me to shoot at any time of the day. I now own my very own camera, and yeah, I guess I have to be more consistent. So I'm gonna try to make at least one video a week, and this segment is going to actually help me do that. And this is just where I update you with stuff that is happening, particularly in hip-hop and, you know, Namibian hip-hop specifically. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing that we're gonna talk about is Kanye West's new album, Jesus is King. This album has been something because a lot of people are trying to figure out, is Kanye, you know, being legit by making this album? Is he really born again, or is he just trying to grab a lot of money? Regardless of what people think, the Christian hip-hop community, yes, there is a Christian hip-hop community which is very, very small in Namibia, but globally it's actually quite big. That community had a lot to say, and the big heads in this, which is basically rappers like Lecrae, Shylin, Ambassador, and The Truth, who was also in Namibia, these dudes came together and they just said good things about the album, and also just about the journey that Kanye is now taking. So those big guys have, you know, given their approval to Kanye. There have been, you know, a lot of people talking about Kanye West, and, you know, even some other artists within the community who are saying they should not, you know, give Kanye the banner to be the next phase of Christian hip-hop, because, you know, that banner was with Lecrae, and Lecrae decided he didn't want it anymore, and now the people are kind of want to give it to Kanye, but they're saying, yo, Kanye is still, you know, new to the faith, is still a baby Christian. They don't want him to have that. Maybe not yet, or maybe never, but yeah, I listened to the album. I like it. Okay, so definitely give it a listen. And I don't know, is it possible that Namibia can release a project like this? Not necessarily a Christian album, but an album of this quality? Let me know in the comments down below. Speaking of new albums, KP Illest album seems to be done, and we're just waiting for the release date. So Faith and Favor, we don't know whether this album is gonna have anything to do with, you know, any particular faith. Is it, you know, just a title that he has thought of, or does it actually have a meaning behind it? So is it gonna be something like Kanye West's album, or is it going to be something, I don't know? So we're gonna have to find out on the 22nd of November. That is when this album is dropping. And hey, I say this a lot, support local artists. Some of y'all don't even know how to do it. So two ways you can do this. One, go to KP Illest show if he launches it. I hope he does. If he's launching it, go to the launch and support him that way. Second way, buy the original CD. I know we're living in a we're living in an age of digital streaming, and a lot of people really love to get their music that way. It's easy, it's on your phone, you listen to it, you don't have to rip it from a disc, name all the tracks. so on and so forth. But you know, support the artist, because once you buy a CD, it goes straight to the artist, no middleman, no 0.0000 cents for a play. So support your artist that way. Another thing happening in November is Beat Street's 3-year anniversary. So Beat Street is one of the most consistent hip-hop platforms in the country. These guys have been doing it for 3 years without fail. So on the 9th of September, they will be celebrating their 3-year anniversary, and they got artists like Script, Hilifa94, and a guy called Vaughn. So I don't know if this is Vaughn Aarons. I really doubt it, because Beat Street prides itself in being a purely hip-hop platform, which is, you know, free of every other genre. No other genre is invited to this. So it's happening. Curious to see who this Vaughn guy is, and I think I'm definitely gonna go to this one, simply because, you know, of one, supporting local hip-hop, 2, Beat Street also put me once on, you know, their lineup, and yeah, I think I should just go just to say, hey, what's good, we're supporting local, and thank you for putting up on the lineup. So definitely go check this out. And also, if you're an artist, you need to go to Beat Street just to learn of just how music is done and events are done, how to link up with people. So I'll advise every single rapper to go to this thing. The last thing that I'm going to cover today is this new rapper that hit the scene hard. So she goes by the name of Jessany, and she's just been all over social media, right? She's been releasing a couple of freestyles, and people have been liking them to a point where even the Namibian newspaper or NBC, one of the two, retweeted one of the videos. So people are actually trying to figure out what's her next move. Is she going to, you know, be the next big thing? And that's a question that also Namibian hip hop is asking itself, like what's her deal? So one of the things that I don't like is when you listen to a rapper and then you are like, oh, this rapper sounds like this person. Yeah, she definitely sounds, or I get a certain vibe from her of a different artist who, let's just say, if she was a doctor, she would be a cardiologist. So it's gonna be interesting to see where this girl goes next. Is she going to be, you know, just this sensation for now, or is she going to be in the long run? Definitely, just by, you know, checking out from what I've saw, is that it does seem that if she takes rap seriously, she could be definitely one of the next biggest artists in the country. If she takes, you know, rap seriously, or if she just takes being a musician seriously, she can easily go to the top, not only because she can rap, but because she's a girl who is rapping, and that's seen as, you know, rapping in a male dominant genre. As well, there is this standard that's put on female artists, which is yeah, let me just say, I don't like it, but that is a video for another day. But let's find out. The biggest thing that probably would prove whether this girl is good or not is whether the heads, the hip-hop heads, the Namibian hip-hop heads will, you know, pretty much give her the mark of approval. The heads, the Namibian hip-hop heads, are the ones who would listen to a rapper and say, hey, listen, you are just not a pop artist, you're actually a rapper who can rap alongside the best. You actually show you know, some potential. So I actually want to see what the heads would say about this. And that's also another video I should do about the Namibian hip-hop heads, the authority figures of Namibian hip-hop. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So that's all I got for today, or tonight, because we do these at night now because of the lights. Let me know what you think about anything that I spoke about today in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, we are out here.